Caliente Tech Talk pre-ride, show what the bikes are equipped with. Shorts, very professional. Just like the other guys, I swapped out for a 24 because we know a guy. So my 22 all in black with all these accessories became my 24 all in black with all these accessories. But there's some fun accessories on here. This is my first outing with the old Kanabis. That's the Michelin, what is it, the Anarchy Wild in the front. And in true to form fashion for me, that's a Continental TKC 80 in the back. Because why not? Lighting is a must on a Pan America. This headlight looks impressive, and that's about all it is. Denali D3s with the Denali D2s to give me a little flavor. These are nice and yellow, fog light, driving light, but with the CAN bus controller from Denali, I get to turn my other lights on and off and even do things like make them flash a whole bunch. All from my Harley controls, which the CAN bus controller from Denali for the Pan Am works very well as a plug and play. I think all these guys have that now, so that's been a good one. It also helps if you do want to run their specialized horn, which I'm not running, and to hook up their taillights and things. Laptop controlled, really nice to set all your stuff up. Get to change all your brightness settings, what happens at high beam, all the functionality, like on Chris's bike, which you may still see, he can change how his yellows run, all that. So highly recommend the Denali product. We get those through Twisted Throttle. It's been really nice stuff for us. As far as the rest stuff, I have my Paranoid cans because when I go for long rides all by my lonesome, I still have range anxiety. So these allow me to carry, they say a gallon and a half extra. Really, I can get about a gallon in each one. So about 2 gallons of gas, which gets me down the road. This whole mount rig with these cheapy jerry cans, which are set up for gas, I got from a company out of India called AEDA. Was worried they were a little fly-by-night-ish. I've now ordered a couple things from him. Stuff's been decent quality, shows up on time, and I've not had any ID theft problems, so I'm kind of digging that. Between them and Pizoma, those have been my go-to for some nice metal mounts, basics, things like that. The 22 millimeter bar, I got my Garmin Trail up here, which we've already loaded with the BDRX tracks information for the Texas BDRX, so that's going to help us out there. Also attached to my InReach device, so if I do end up laying in a ditch somewhere with no cell service, I can boop boop and it'll come find me and rescue me, I'm sure for a very cheap price. Added the Bark Busters this time because I was sick of the Harley ones popping off. The Harley ones are very, very nice for blocking the wind. And that's the end of the statement. So we went to Bark Busters on this after another riding buddy of ours were running them, and they worked great. I'm black on white on this, but you can change these out depending on your mood. I think Phil's got about 16 different colors because it depends on what mood he's in. My phone mount is still a crappy Amazon, which is about to go away and get replaced with a tack form with the shock absorber. So we're gonna give you a better review on that once I get it out and drop the bike a few times and see if my phone survives. Unlike my cohorts that are all bougie, I did not have a Black Dog skid plate. After seeing theirs, it is a very nice quality piece. I have an SW Motec. Theirs, thickness gauge-wise, very similar to the Harley one. I ran the Harley skid plate, the heavy-duty one, on my previous bike. It skidded as just fine. Didn't have any problems there. Dented, dinged, all that kind of stuff. But Phil scared the crap out of me when he pulled a bolt out of his engine case with his Harley skid plate. I think it was probably more installation questionability than the skid plate. So the SW has a mounting system with like a brace and rack. So that's kind of cool. We talked about maybe doing a little video on that. So we're giving this a shot. And the guys at SW have been super helpful. And one of the early ones to go along with the Pan Am stuff, including the hard bags from Harley. Those are actually made by SW. So we get stuff through them, and they've got some accessories for those as well. I do have the Saddleman seat for the Pan America. Mine is the ribbed one with the flat back. Tuck and roll, fine. It looks ribbed, but tuck and roll. Ribbed for everybody's pleasure. Tuck and roll. But that seat has given me probably about an inch more on ground clearance or lack of, I don't know, inseam help. As I am not a very tall guy, it's getting me a little closer to the ground, which has been nice, especially with those new frickin' Fox Comp X boots that don't bend, and I've had to relearn to ride. So that's been exciting. Of course, running the spoke wheels for the off-road. Mags are to come for the on-road stuff. Hey, I left keys on it, so we'll keep those. Got the Denali taillight in the back, but just the base one, it's working good. Set of Harley saddlebag mounts to do hard cases. These are some internet special called Rhino Walk. No idea. They are technically rackless bags, even though they're on a rack, which I know y'all say is wrong. I don't care. They work just fine. I can throw a little bit of gear in them, and if I drop the bike or kick them, I'm not gonna hurt myself. So these are my little off-road doohickeys to see how they work until maybe I jump into something else. I also added from Pizoma their little mini case carrier that goes in here between the saddlebag rack and the bike. Simple mount onto the rack, holds solid, and I keep fun things in there like maybe my paperwork or my jump pack, not that I'm worried about that on my 24 with the larger battery. On a bone stock, you gotta have the saddlebag rack.
Did you take something else off?
Oh yeah, you gotta pull the, you gotta pull the old grab rails, the high quality plastic ones from Harley, which I also replaced with a Pizoma set of metals so I can strap more to them and they hold a little better. Also running the old Screaming Eagle slip-on because it was my pipe of choice. No, actually it was on the demo bike when I bought it 2 years ago, so it's now moved to this bike. Also SW Motec foot pegs, not quite as beefy, gnarly, nasty as the Black Dog, so once again I am envious of Phil and his choice, but the deal I got on these and the robustness of them seems pretty nice, and I'm gonna try these out and see how they do. Don't anticipate me doing anything nasty to them, and there's like a screw in them to replace them if something happens, but just for safety reasons I'll probably bring my stockers along in case I happen to break them off. I'm not anticipating that though. I think that covers everything for me. Stickers moved from the old bike because you got to have your stickers on your bike. We'll be adding more stickers this week. We're really looking forward to this ride. We'll see how long they last, what we break, what gets broken. Hopefully nothing, but you never know. Still love this bike. The 24 starts easier, runs faster, harder, charging wise. I'm really looking forward to putting some miles on this one. So can't wait to have you guys watch and give us some shout outs and comments, and check us out in Big Bend BDRX next week when you see the next video go up whenever they get it done. And on to the next whoever. I think it's The Voice.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, I stepped on your intro.
Oh, that's okay. I don't do intros. You guys do the intros. Yep, I'm Nick, The Voice. You guys will be seeing my face a little bit more this season. This is my 2024 Harley-Davidson Pan America. A little bit different than the 22. So far enjoyed it. Only ridden about 150 yards, maybe. So on my bike, let's just start from the front. I have the Denali T3s, which these are the front and back turn signals, which are a little bit different than the, who else have the T3s? Chris has T3s on his. I mainly have these because of where I live, there's not a lot of like street lights and stuff like that, so these make sure that whoever's in front of me and behind me absolutely know that I'm there. Also, it scares the crap out of any deer or anything like that. Have the bark busters, which I feel like mine are very sexy when it comes to it, because it's the, yeah, exactly.
White.
So does she. Mine's probably the least fancy of all of them. They have a whole bunch of bougie things. I did go with the SW Motec skid plate like Derrick. I have the SW Motec shifter and the Harley-Davidson grips. I was the first adopter of the Saddleman and brought this to the group. Mine is a custom Saddleman seat, mainly customized by a cat from our neighborhood.
What's the cat's name?
Kittler, for obvious reasons. I do have an old Ram mount, which has seen way better days. It is horrific. I do have my fancy new equivalent of Walmart brand knee grips drag, sorry. But they work good. I like them actually. They actually weirdly feel like they have a little bit more grip up.
The diamond helps.
Yeah. I don't have any panniers. I have a big 60 liter waterproof bag dry bag that I have with me. I do have the back case. I do get a lot better gas mileage than the rest of the guys. Because of that, I'm a little bit more aerodynamic. And if I'm gonna dump it, it's just gonna go straight on the bike, and that's what's gonna happen. So, other than that,
your T3s in the back.
I do have my T3s in the back and the brake light from Denali as well. So these are very bright and obnoxious. And then I also have the Super Trap that they don't make anymore. So this is
your OG.
Yeah, OG. I'm wearing the Trail Maxes as well, like Chris. We're not quite on the knobby team yet. So far they've done perfectly fine. And that's about it. Mine's pretty basic.
So you got the SW skin footer?
Yep.
There's nothing basic about you.
Yeah. I'm really just getting into the off-road stuff, so I find that this is perfectly adequate.
We're all just getting into it. Some of us just do stupider things.
Phil tends to do a little bit more than us.
Brave like that.
But other than that, I'm super excited for the trip. I really want to put this to the test this next weekend and realistically just have a good time.
That's where I'm at.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm just excited to go relax. But other than that, this is my 24 Pan America.